The guidelines for today's forum include each candidate will have 2 minutes to stand and make an introductory statement, then 1 minute to respond to each of the forum questions, and then at closing, a final minute to make their statement. Admiral John McKinley is our timekeeper, and he will give each speaker a 15-second warning alert. Then, if needed, he will give a time's up signal. Please demonstrate for the candidates.
I have the mallet.
Oh, in order to demonstrate appropriately, Admiral, thank you. We are especially delighted that all 5 of the mayoral candidates are here with us today. Joe Carr, Dennis Mabb, Mike McIntyre, Pat Shaw, and Nathan Vaughn. Thank you, gentlemen, for arranging your calendars to join us. We will begin with opening statements from our candidates, starting with Mr. Carr.
Hello. How's everybody doing today? Great. Wonderful, wonderful. I am the youngest candidate for mayor in the history of Kingsport, Tennessee, and I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. We have a growing homelessness and hunger problem in our community, and we need to come together as a Christian community to nip this problem in the bud. The Ballard Healthcare merger is evil. Moving our Level 1 Trauma Center to Johnson City is evil, and we need criminal investigations into their board of directors. We need common sense city government. And finally, I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room that no one wants to talk about. Between 2010 and 2014, there were 7,139 diagnosed cases of cancer in Sullivan and Hawkins County combined. The rate of cancer here is higher than heavily polluted Shelby County. I have a 2013 article with me from the World Health Organization, Outdoor Air Pollution Causes Cancer. The Eastman Chemical Company emits 16 different carcinogens every year. They emit 10,000 tons of sulfur dioxide, which has been linked to chromosomal aberrations in mice. They emit 8,000 tons of nitrogen oxide, which has been linked directly to the lung cancer. Eastman causes cancer, and it has been giving people cancer for longer than I've been alive. And if we don't stop it, there won't be another Kingsport. There won't be Kingsport in 100 years. We are approaching 100 years of being an Eastman company town, and it is high time for us to declare our independence. Thank you.
Mr. Mabb.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been up something like this, and I'm not really comfortable, but we'll work through it. What I see is we got to start paying attention to our people here in town. We have a lot of them upset. They would like to have more jobs here. We've seen a bunch of industry come in, other jobs go someplace else instead of here. I'd like to try to bring stuff here and keep it here and get our people back to work. And the homeless, geez, we got a bad thing going there. We try to help them out through the Colonial Heights Eagles. And I'd like to see the community do a little more on that. In the hearing. But the main thing is to get jobs in here. We got the land, we got vacant lands. We just need to bring them in. And that's about what I gotta say right now. I thank you.
Good morning, and thank you all for having us today. I've had this distinct pleasure of serving you all for 8 years as an alderman, and in the last 6 years, the board has elected me as vice mayor. Vivian and I came to Kingsport after I completed my PhD, and I worked at Eastman in research and development, manufacturing, business management, and corporate development. After a brief retirement, I worked at First Broad Street United Methodist Church as the business administrator and later as executive director. I've had the opportunity to serve in many ways in Kingsport, in just county and city commissions and boards. I've served over 60 years. I have quite a bit of experience in planning, finance, human resources, and a lot of other issues that are very important in serving our city. I think I'm well qualified to serve as your mayor. I'm running on the things that I think there's several things that we need to do. We are in an area where we're not growing. Kingsport is growing, Washington County is growing, but all other counties around us are not growing, and we're seeing that impact us in a lot of ways. Because of that, we need to really focus on economic development. And basically, there are three areas. First, education. Second, we need to recruit and support our existing businesses. And third, we're going to need a new industrial development park soon, because we really have no place for new companies to come into. Second, we need to continue to work on downtown. We've made a great deal of progress the last 10 or 15 years, but we've got a ways to go. Third, we need to continue to focus on infrastructure. We're doing a great job on most of infrastructure, but roads are a problem at this point because they've been neglected for a long time. And we have a sustainable road program in place that I think is going to get us there soon.
Mr. Shaw.
There's a Bible passage that says, "To whom much is given, much is required." I've taken that to heart. My whole adult life has been about service to my country and to my community. I'm a native Kingsporter, graduate of Dobbins-Bennett. I learned at the Citadel that military discipline inculcates personal discipline. In my Army career, I commanded thousands of soldiers. I directed large-scale, complex logistics operations, and I brought all my soldiers home safely from a war zone. I've got a master's degree in public administration, which included an internship right here in Kingsport, the city government. Mary and I came back to Kingsport because we knew it was the best place to live, and we wanted to raise our children here. They were just 6 and 7 when they came here. I turned down a great Army assignment to retire and come home. I turned down jobs in the defense industry to come back here without a job. I bought a house here before I could even submit my retirement papers from the Army. I love Kingsport. It's the greatest place to be. But it's all about leadership. It's all about providing practical, principled leadership and getting city priorities to match with what our community needs. And I would appreciate your support. Thank you.
Mr. Vaughn.
Hello and good afternoon. I'm Nathan Vaughn and I'm a candidate for mayor of the city of Kingsport. I've served this community for well over 40 years. I've served in everything from the PTA council to the planning commission to the board of mayor and aldermen to vice mayor to state representative. So if you're looking for a candidate that has experience at state government, I've operated a State Farm insurance agency for 36 years in this community. I understand what it means in terms of providing a payroll. Right now, though, the largest issue that we have is health care. The theme of my campaign is a candidate with a heart for all the people. And what I mean by that, healthcare first being a part of that heart, the physical heart. We've got to be healthy in order for us to achieve any of the things that we think are important for our community. It's crucial to us being what we want to be. One other thing I'd like to say real quick. There is no relationship between myself and Jack Vaughn. Don't hold that against me. Don't hold that against me. But I really believe if you go to my website, you'll see the information on each of the items. Healthcare being at the top. Healthcare, economic opportunity, accessibility to your government of roads and taxes. So I would appreciate your support in this election. Thank you.
Thank you. Gentlemen, for sharing your passion and also your experience.